Hi everyone, this video is for the charts that you need to create in Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to use exercise. I'm going to use exercise 27 as an example of your charts. Yeah, I'm gonna use 27 as an example, and then I'm going to share it with you as well. Okay, let's start with the instructions. The instructions are saying that you need to bold, match, center the main heading, and the font size must be 16. So this is just to say you just highlight, and then this is where you bold. When they say match center, this is what they mean. You just make all column and become one row. That's what they mean. And then the other instruction, now they say rotate all column headings 20 degrees, and then you best fit the columns. You label the student numbers, and then the font is Korean New 12. Then you do all necessary calculations, and then you sort by surname ascending order, then by initials descending order. Then you have your header and a footer, and then you change everything to 0 decimals, and then alright, let's start. The first thing that we are going to start about is you rotate all the column headings. So these are column headings, these are column headings, these are column headings. So we are going to rotate them to 20 degrees. When you rotate, you highlight everything that is part of the rotation, and then you go to alignment, and then this is where you insert the degrees. You have a space here to put the required number of degrees, which is 20 degrees here, and then you said okay. And then as you could see, they have rotated to 20 degrees. They say best fit the column. To best fit the column, it is just to double click in the between the columns. Just if for example, if this was hiding, the surnames were not fully displayed there, so you just need to double click on it. Okay, and then they say label the student numbers. So when you label the student numbers, just to highlight all the student numbers that are part of everything, and then we go to data. You just type the student numbers as they are, like you see, and then you highlight everything, and then you go to data, you go to text to column, you leave the delimited as it is, and then next you remove the tab, next, and then you remove the general and make it text. When we label, that means we are making it text. So you see here there are labels. You even see by this green thingy there on top corner of the left hand side. So that's how we label. And then they say you best fit to label, then the font, the top corner of your spreadsheet, you highlight, you click just there, the top corner, and then you are able to change the font to Korean New with the size they want size 12, and then only for the heading that is size 16. Then we do that, and then let's do the calculations. Before we do the calculations, they say you sort by surname descending, and then by initials descending. Descending means Z to A, ascending means A to Z. So you highlight everything. We are going to sort everything. You go to data, you go to sort, and then the first one, they say you sort by surname. You just click the down arrow. It is going to show you everything. Remember, you highlight everything, the headings including the content. They say you sort by surname descending, meaning you are going to select Z to A, and then now you are sorting two things here. That is why you are going to add another level, because you are sorting by surname, you are sorting by initials. And then you click the down arrow again, and then you go to initials, and then they also say it is descending order, so it is Z to A. So that is why now you are starting with Zondani or Zondani. In your original exercise, you are starting by cargo. Is it visible? Display. But in your original, you are starting by Tango. Yeah, you're starting by Tango, and then when you sort descending, it is going to start by the Z to A. Let's do the calculation. To calculate the semester 1, we're going to say equals to, you open the bracket, semester 1, the test 1, you multiply by 25%, then you key in F4, you close the brackets, plus plus open the bracket, test 2 times 25%, F4, you close the bracket, enter, then you drag it down to the last student there. Same applies to equals to, and then it says test 3 times 25, F4, you close the bracket, plus you open the bracket, test 4 times 25%, F4, you close the bracket, and enter. You drag it down to the last student, and then here the total we say equals to semester 1 plus semester 2, then you have your final. You drag it down, and then going down to total. Total is the sum of the above, as we normally do it. Equals to sum, you highlight all the tests, then you say enter. You drag it through the average. You go again to auto sum, the down arrow, and then you select average. But now you make sure you highlight the required cells there, and then you drag it through till the last. And then now here, count the students. There's a formula to calculate the student. It is equal to count A now we are counting the number of students. Sorry, we are just going to select the surname because we are counting the students. Count A, and then you close the bracket, enter. We are not going to drag it through because you just wanted the students. That is why I'm going to leave it like that. Count the test equal to count, and then we highlight the tests. You close the brackets, and then you say we got 10. We have 10 tests, so it is the tests. You can now drag it through because this is the test. And then the lowest, which is now the minimum, equals to minimum, or you go to auto sum, the down arrow. You select minimum, and then you highlight the tests, and then you say enter. You can drag it through. Same applies to a highest. You say equals to max, you open the brackets, or you go to auto sum, you select maximum, and then you highlight the required cells, and then you say enter, and then you drag it through. Yeah, and then from here you can just copy. They say you need to copy. You need to rename this one to call, and then you copy it, and then you rename it to form. So and you show formulas. So now you're going to have two of them, and then going back to color, we need to create a chart. So I'm going to make another video showing you how do we then create a chart. We're just doing the calculations on this one. Thank you.